All right, y'all. We in the building. Roll the intro.
Another one, it's another one, and another one.
What's poppin', y'all? We are back with another video. If this is your first time here, click that subscribe button. It's somewhere down there. And even if you don't want to subscribe to the channel, because, I mean, you ain't really, you like, go ahead and like the video. It helps the video get to who it needs to get to. And even if you don't want to like the video, which I don't get why you wouldn't want to like the video, because you know you like the video. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead and turn that bell notification on so you don't miss the next time we drop another video. But I don't think you honestly can do the bell notification until you subscribe. So you might as well just do all three. I'm just going to put it out there. Go ahead and do that for me. All right, y'all. So we are back with another video. Y'all, so my last two videos were lagging a little bit. And y'all was on me in the comments like, the lag. And I'm like, y'all, I don't know what's going on. I really don't know. I don't know if I have to get separate internet or something, get a new carrier. I don't know what's going on, y'all, but it has been lagging these last few videos, so hopefully there is no lag right now. Is it lagging? Hopefully not. That was me. Did it lag? I don't know, y'all, but we got to get into these topics really, really quickly. So, y'all, first off, y'all see the skin? They just not seeing that face card. And this is me, wait, 10 seconds. Y'all, I was looking in the mirror the other day. No shade. I was like, damn, Keon, you really like, in my side profile, you know when your side profile eat, I was feeling like Nicki. Y'all remember when she did the video, what the fuck, with NBA Youngboy, and they called her side profile, and she was looking up like this, and she did the pinky swear. Comment down below if you know what scene I'm talking about. And if I can find a picture, I'll find it for you. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But I was like, damn, Keon, your side profile be eating. Like, what the fuck? Big Pluto be like, what the fuck? But no, okay, y'all. Seriously. So let's get into what we came here to get into. Okay. Let me see. Wrong picture. All right, y'all. So we got to talk about the hot girl. So y'all, Megan Thee Stallion, oh my goodness. So she's losing the plot. Megan Thee Stallion is losing the fucking plot. She's losing the plot, y'all. So Megan Thee Stallion is flopping all over the place these days. So let me pull it up. And this is not according to me. This is according to Billboard. So Billboard reported, Billboard reported back on May 5th. So y'all know I've been wanting to talk about this. I had this bookmark. So Billboard bubbling under Hot 100 #2 whenever. So Megan Thee Stallion she did not chart on the Billboard Hot 100 with her new song that it seemed like she put a whole lot of energy into. Now, let's talk about this and let's really break this down. And so now we got to go over to Meg's Instagram. And y'all, I don't know why my mic does something funny when I go to my receipt screen. I don't know why that does that. But we're going to cut that off. Video capture device. Okay. So I was going to talk about her Billboard hits, and we'll get into that in a minute. But I'm trying to pull up her Instagram first. Okay, y'all. So let's go over to Meg's Instagram, okay? And I apologize if you guys weren't able to see what I was just seeing. I think y'all saw the Billboard screen. We're going to go over to Meg's Instagram. Because, y'all, so with that song flopping, I think this is telling us the trajectory of things going forward, possibly, for Megan. A lot of energy and promo was put into this song. So you guys know that Megan, and I'm on her Instagram now, she dropped this song coming right off of the Coachella performance, which she did an amazing job. Meg is a good performer. And so she did the Coachella performance And you see she's thanking everyone at Coachella. Now, Coachella is a huge stage. You get what I'm saying? And for you to, I guess be one of the leading people on that stage, that's huge. That's a big audience. That's a big crowd. And then shortly after, she went ahead and announced that she was dropping a single. She did the single. She shot a video to it. She did all of the things of the things. She did everything that she needed to do to promote it. And, she looked sickening. Look at that body. One thing you cannot take away from Megan Thee Stallion is the body. The body she does, that body is T. That body is T, Nicki's middle initial. Like, her body is sickening. I love this. Like, and she has good visuals too. However, I think that Megan, and this is a mistake that she probably should have learned from her homegirl, Cardi Belcalis, that when you put so much energy into the visual, then sometimes the song lacks. The song lacks. Look, but she looks amazing. You could tell this was all so thought out. She put everything into the visual, guys, but not enough emphasis on the actual song itself, which is why it bubbled under. I'll say that bubble. It didn't even bubble. It didn't bubble over. It for shit sure didn't bubble over. It bubbled under. And so it has me really thinking about the trajectory of Megan Thee Stallion's career. What does this say about her? And what does this say about, where her career is headed? Will she be here in 10 years? I don't know. She'll be here, but in what capacity? I should say that, And then after this flopped, she was on live, and as she noticed before the tracking week was over, she noticed that the song was actually flopping, okay? And so then she's on live, and she's just like, baddies, something has to change. Or I said baddies, hotties, that's what she calls her fan base, the hotties. So she said, hotties, something has to change. And it's not anything with the hotties, but here's one thing. I do think that Megan Thee Stallion, although she has a fan base, it's not as big as she thinks. I think that Megan Thee Stallion confuses, this is her thing, she confuses Instagram engagement with a fan base. I do believe there are a lot of hotties out there, and there are a lot of people that support Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, she did go on tour, the tour did well and everything like that, but these girls are bigger on the internet than they are in real life. And that is one thing about it. The internet, it creates this illusion that the artist is actually bigger than what they really are, and that people actually care about them more than they actually do. The only artists that we really see have that pandemonium around them are the artists that have been in the game maybe 10 plus. You have a few that trickle in every now and again who have really organic fan bases. But for example, Doechii, now they say she's buying bots, or she bought whatever. Doechii, she does not have a super big fan base. She still doesn't. Her fan base is still growing, believe it or not. It really is. She's still building. She's still going through the building phase. However, she has a lot of engagement because when you place people here and there and ads and blogs and this and that, everybody has your name on the tip of their tongue. Sorry. And then you mix that with you winning Grammys and stuff. Doechii. They confuse all the rigmarole with actual people who want to purchase and consume your music and who actually give a damn. And it doesn't measure up. And so going back to Megan Thee Stallion, that's the same thing I think about Megan Thee Stallion. She's sickening. People may even love her personality, but in regards to her music, Megan Thee Stallion just does not make the best songs. I think that Megan Thee Stallion's music kind of peaked in like that 2019, 2020 era. And then she had a couple, little ones, one-offs here and there and everything. But I don't think that people have really been living for Megan Thee Stallion's music for a while. And, I think the Hiss moment had kind of, the beef with Nicki Minaj really brought Megan back into like the fold of this thing called rap. Really, and it catapulted her, honestly, in my opinion. I think the beef with Nicki Minaj, it catapulted her, but only temporarily. So I think that she was able to ride off the hype of the beef in the Hiss moment for about a year, but then you start to see that it slowly starts to dwindle back down, like the hype around her music. Now, if she just performed at a Coachella stage And let me see how many people attend Coachella. I really want to know. I'm curious. I'm so curious. Coachella. 125,000 attendees. So let's just say maybe all 125,000 didn't stay for the Megan Thee Stallion concert. So let's say maybe 75,000 did. Or let's just say even 50,000. We couldn't get maybe 10,000 of the 50 to go buy it. You for damn sure probably didn't get all 125 attendees to go stream it and actually like it and to play, give it another play to play it again, because this song really did horrible. So I think Meg is super talented. Now the bars in the song were there. I think that Meg, she is a great rapper. However, Megan Thee Stallion, she has to change the beats. She has to come up with better songs. And I think Megan Thee Stallion needs to get in a different bag. But this is not good because, you're only as good as your last hit. And you don't have one. It's the sad truth. You really don't. You really don't. I think this is now here. Come. Let me come a little closer. So if I'm Megan Thee Stallion, right, this is what I'm doing. I'm starting to beef with Cardi B, which I already think one is brewing. That is how I'm going to roll out. And this is just, if I'm clout check, if I want to revive it. I want to start a beef with Cardi B because you guys are already speculating it online. So I'm going to throw subs in my music to make you think that I'm talking about her, which she did in this song whenever. Remember, we talked about that. And so that is what I think that Megan's next rollout. I think the same way she attempted to use Nicki Minaj to roll out her new era, her album and her song and everything. I think that she is going to take that same format and game plan to do it with Cardi B. And, because people are going to want to talk about that. But the only thing is, here's the only thing. The momentum around Cardi B is not even big enough for you to be using her. Because she doesn't even have her. So maybe it'll be good for the both of them. And remember I told y'all what they did? Hello? They called each other up on the phone and concocted a plan to beef with each other to revive and throw both of them back into the algorithm. That's just my thoughts. I don't know that to be true, but I do think that these girls, a beef is on the horizon and it's brewing. It's brewing. And I believe when Cardi B drops her album finally, or if she ever does, I don't know, or a single. We know she's good for a single. Cardi B's a single girl. We know she'll drop a single. I do think that she is going to be taking shots at Megan Thee Stallion. I do. I really do. So bookmark this. We'll talk about that when it comes, but she is going to be taking, and I think that they're going to play into that narrative, and it's going to get the people talking, and it's going to boost their engagement. I don't know if it's going to, but the thing about what PR stunts, they're only good for the moment, and they're only good for the stunt, but it will not sustain you. It will not. This isn't back in the day where you could do a PR stunt and you could ride that thing out, and it can make you Kim Kardashian or something like that. So it'll be interesting. But moving right along, Megan Thee Stallion, we wish you well, girl. Or maybe we don't. Maybe some of y'all don't. I actually do still like Meg, even though the whole Nicki thing or whatever. I still do like Meg. I think she's a great performer. I think she's a talented rapper. However, I think that her flow is just boring sometimes. Your flow is such a bore. Drinking a bottle of Henny through a straw. I think her flow is a bore sometimes. I do think it's a snooze fest sometimes, but I do think the girl can rap. I think she just has to switch her flow up, and she has to come up with better songs. So anyway, moving right along from that. So y'all, let me get Megan down here, child. We was talking about her too long now. Girl, you are not the moment. Okay. So Nicki Minaj unfollows Natalie Nunn. And some people are speculating that she unfollowed Natalie Nunn because of, you guys know Ming Lee is on, what the hell is the show called? Baddies Gone Wild or something like that. And so the trailer released a couple days ago or maybe even yesterday, I believe. And the trailer shows Ming Lee on there, and she basically mentioned that she doesn't want to live in Nicki's shadow, yada yada yada. My thing is, if you're trying to get out of Nicki's shadow, why would your first thing or the first thing you talk about open your mouth be Onika? I don't get it. It just wouldn't correlate. The thing about it is, you shouldn't be trying to get out of Nicki's shadow. You should be just foraging. You shouldn't make comments like that because it just looks, you know what I mean? You should just say, I know Nicki is my sister and I love her, but I'm my own person and da 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 da. And maybe she did say something like that, but you know, in a different way. But she shouldn't be like, I don't want people to just look at me. She shouldn't do that. You embrace that. That's a blessing because that's how you got on the show. That's why they put you on the show, because they know that more eyeballs are going to look at it because Nicki Minaj's little sister is on baddies fighting like a damn animal. Do you understand what I'm saying? Of course, people are going to want to see what it's giving, even if they tune in the first episode. Not that Zeus needs the viewership, but more helps. More people watch it, the more they get paid. So, of course, they cut you a check and put you on here because off the strength of your Nicki Minaj's sister. So, for you to get on here and then throw up, oh, I don't want to be Nicki Minaj, girl, mute it. Please, mute it. Now, I believe that Nicki Minaj unfollowed Natalie Nunn because I do think that Nicki Minaj and Natalie Nunn have a rapport enough where Natalie Nunn, I think that before they decided to cast Ming Lee, is her name Ming Lee? I think her name Ming. Before they decided to cast Ming, Nicki's little sister, on the show, I think that Natalie should have, hello? She should have picked up the phone. Hey, Nicki girl, you got a second? So I wanted to just run something by you. So, you know, Meme, she's been, you know, doing her interviews and stuff. And, you know, she had got brought up in a production meeting and they're thinking about casting her. What I wanted to, you know, I mean, I know you, so I wanted to know, what do you think about this or what are your thoughts? How would that look like for you? I do think that, you know, and although that's Natalie's business and everything, I do think that just because she has a rapport with Nicki Minaj already, she could have made a connection or called Nicki Minaj. Something about this screams that Nicki Minaj probably didn't know that girl was going to be on that show. Or she didn't like that they put in the teaser, they're mentioning her name. Nicki Minaj does not like to be used for clout. I mean, nobody does, but especially her, because she knows that her name brings revenue, it brings attention, it brings dollars, it brings all the things of the things. And I feel like Nicki felt slighted by that. I really think she felt slighted, or even at the least, she felt like, don't mention me. She felt like, or girl, you could have called me. Like, I said your name in a song. Even if my name was Natalie Nunn, these bitches still couldn't chin check me. I gave you a shout out. I had been on live with you and everything, and this was only 2 years ago. So you follow me on Instagram. I follow you. You like my pictures and stuff like that. So girl, hello? It wouldn't have cost you nothing to pick up that phone and say, hey, Nick, you got a second? So mean, da-da-da-da, woo, 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 woo. What's your thoughts behind it? Not saying that she owes Nicki that, but I do think that just, you know, real bitch, being a real bitch to real bitch, I feel like that was just been a real bitch thing to do. Even if she brought Ming on in a capacity where, okay, nobody touches her, she doesn't fight, she's just on doing something. I don't know how they could have weaved her in there. I just don't feel like she should be on this show. I understand you want to forge your own stuff and make your own name, but your sister is the queen of rap. She is one of the most famous people in the world, and then you want to go on Zeus to fight on TV? Fight other bitches? You couldn't ask Nicki for a loan to start a clothing line, or this is what you decided to do with this platform. This is what you decided to do with just Nicki's name. You are related to the queen of rap, and you decided to how should I kick this off? What's my big ticket? Getting on Zeus and fighting. I don't know, and I'm not judging Ming at all because I already know, and I just hope they paid her well for it. I really do. She should have been high. I hope she's highest paid on this Baddies Gone Wild thing, because only way it makes sense is if she's high. It doesn't even make sense if she's highest paid, but I get it though, because at the end of the day, if she doesn't have a really good relationship with Nicki, that means Nicki ain't sending that girl no money. She ain't on Nicki's payroll. Nicki don't pay her bills. So at the end of the day, you gotta eat. You gotta pay your bills. I get it. Listen, you gotta get the bag. But I do think that still acting and keeping a hold of your integrity in the process is important. I get it. So I don't know, y'all. Nicki Minaj unfollowed Natalie Nunn though, so she wasn't feeling that shit. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see what that gives or whatever, and we'll see if there's more to that to unpack. But yeah, y'all, that's all I got for y'all in this video. So let me know what y'all think about this video. Let me know what you think about Megan Thee Stallion. Is Megan Thee Stallion's career over? Is she bubbling down? And you know what's so funny? Before I let y'all go, y'all know in Megan Thee Stallion's I Think I Love Her. You know, she said bitches bubbling under, no Chardonnay. And now you're the bitch who's bubbling under, no Chardonnay. Ooh. Ooh. You know what I mean? Sad. You know, Burberry plaid. You in that drip that I already had. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I need a blunt. I really do. No shade. No shade. I need a blunt. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually about to get ready to go to the dispensary right after this video. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think about this video because I'm tweaking out right now. Let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Is Megan Thee Stallion's career over? Is it slowing down for her? Has she peaked? Has Megan Thee Stallion reached her peak? Is she done? What's her best music in 2019, 2020? Do you think that after the Hiss moment, Megan Thee Stallion is a chop? Is Megan Thee Stallion a chop? That's the question. Is Megan Thee Stallion a chop? What do you think about Nicki Minaj unfollowing Natalie Nunn? Do you think she was within reason to unfollow Natalie Nunn due to Ming being on the show and Natalie Nunn not hitting her up in advance about it, or there was no type of communication? Do you think that Zeus is using Nicki's name? We gonna talk about it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think in the comments about this video, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.